It appears to be ready.
This is fear.com.
We
We went to Blockbusters. They were out of Dark Harvest.
Dark Harvest 3.
The Scarecrow. We saw Dark Harvest 1, which was just a great movie.
Great film.
It was,
great
you
film.
know, except for the fact that I don't think... I've never seen worse acting in my life.
And the filming was basically shitty, basically,
But
for lack of a better word.
But, you know, other than those minor
minor
problems.
Very minor.
It was just phenomenal. Phenomenal
film.
Great plot.
Fabulous plot.
Fabulous.
A kid gets rich. And goes...
No, not rich. He just gets a house.
He gets a house.
Inherits a... Pause it. We have to talk about... Damn it.
Okay.
I'll do it for you.
Okay,
there we go. Okay. Ooh, Warner Brothers.
Oh, Warner Brothers.
Ooh, fancy. Anyway, so, you know, he inherits this house, okay? And they're like, apparently, like, his, like, great whatever killed a bunch of people.
Right.
And so all these scarecrows are coming after him.
Mm-hmm.
And,
he's like, shit, there's scarecrows.
And then his girlfriend dies. Of course, he didn't really care for some reason.
Right. He's just like, shit, they fucking killed my girlfriend? Okay. And then he just kind of runs into a barn and then forgets. And then later he kind of weeps over her body a little bit. You know, she's hung up on like a scarecrow thing.
Yeah, but then he
and
stops
he's
caring.
Like, boo-hoo.
It's like, boo-hoo. And he's like, oh, well.
Oh, God. And then it's over.
And then he catches a scarecrow on fire.
Right,
cool.
right, he does.
It cuts one in half.
By the way.
Oh, but then we get to Dark Harvest.
Dark Harvest 2.
Called The Maze.
The Maze.
Know, on the cover, it has a scarecrow with like a sickle, so we're like, oh, this is
right.
awesome.
We're like, it's a scarecrow.
No scarecrows in it whatsoever. It's a corn maze, and
it's a corn maze, and the guy walks.
The scariest thing in it was the corn.
John, turn the light on. Turn the light on.
No,
turn the light on. Turn the light on. They're not gonna be able to see us. We need to get our point across.
We don't need it.
We need to get our point across.
Okay, whatever.
So, there's a guy, and he loses his daughters in corn.
In the cornfield.
In a corn maze.
And he's partially psychic.
And
he has a feeling something bad's gonna happen to him.
So he's like, remember that feeling I got?
Well, I got it again.
And his wife's like, ah! And so then they go to the corn maze, and they're like, shit, our daughters are in the corn.
Yeah, so they go she goes, and they spend the whole movie looking for these girls in a corn maze, which is gay. And the bad guy, he's not superhuman. He's just a regular guy.
Just a guy
with a pipe.
With a pipe.
And he killed someone a long time ago.
He beats people with a pipe.
And that's it.
Pipe.
And then he's like,
pipe.
He's like, I need to use your phone. He's like, someone got hurt, and he's like, who? You.
You did. so basically, he's like, I gotta use your phone, ma'am. She's like, what's wrong? He's like, someone's been hurt.
Who?
She's like, who? You.
and
then he like annihilates her with the pipe.
Except
it's grody.
Except it didn't really hurt her at all.
It didn't hurt. She was just like,
it's like 5 minutes later, she was fine.
And 5 minutes later, her husband comes back and he's like, fucking bastard, I'm gonna fucking kill him. And he's like, oh God, honey, I hope you're okay. By the way, BT dubs, this couple is like completely not affectionate whatsoever. They're like, the wife is like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here while you go in the corn and find our daughters. And he's just like, okay, sweet. And she just sits there for 2 hours.
For 2 hours.
While he's going through the corn. And meanwhile, these girls are like, oh, remember the screaming part?
My God, no.
Oh my God, it was so annoying.
I was like about to kill myself.
I was about to kill myself too. We were both about to just kind of like be like, John, could you go get the gun? And he'd be like, all right, like, okay. And then he'd be like, all right, I'm going to shoot you first, and then I'm going to shoot myself. Like, that's how bad it was getting.
It was terrible.
Basically, there's these two girls. And their sisters, and they're horrible actresses, horrible, and they look like vampires.
Yeah.
No, they were supposed to look like vampires.
Yeah, they're dressed up.
They were dressed up as vampires.
Anyway,
good. Okay.
So one sister's like, okay, act scared, scream, and so this girl's like, ah, 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 ah. Now you do it. You're better than me.
And then she's like, keep going, keep screaming.
Yeah, that goes on for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Like seriously.
Like they cut to a different screen and they come back and she's
just do different angles. No, they just do different angles. Yeah.
And basically that's the whole movie. And then the corn.
For 10 minutes.
See, since the corn isn't that frightening, what they'll do is they'll film it upside down.
Oh my God, it's so freaky upside. It's the scariest corn. Upside down. It's like, oh my God, it's upside down
corn. The corn was fucking menacing.
It was.
Seriously.
And then there's the dog. See,
there's the dog.
When you're watching the movie, make sure to have it at fast forward times 2.
Fast forward times 2, because we got so bored, so we decided to fast forward it. So
and it was awesome.
Fast forward it, and he's basically like, he's like, girls, And then you hear the dog. He's like.
It was awesome. So anyway, after that, so we watched the movie and we killed ourselves almost.
Right.
And then
Just about.
today we went back to Blockbuster and Dark Harvest 3.
It's gone.
It's
gone.
Someone had rented it.
Someone took it.
Who the hell in their
Who the
right
fuck
mind?
would take Dark Harvest 3?
Who watches dumb horror movies? No one.
We do, but
but
who else watches dumb horror
who
movies?
else?
For serious.
And if they are, why wouldn't they rent Dark Harvest 1 or Dark Harvest 2? Why would they just skip to 3? Obviously, someone's messing with us.
Someone is fucking with us.
Maybe Ethan. I bet you it's Ethan.
I bet it's Ethan.
I bet Ethan.
It's gotta be Ethan.
Fucking bastards.
I know. So anyway, back to our movie now, Fear.com.
So that should be pretty good.
Should be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, peace.